Bets. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm sitting too low for this. This is way too low. What's up, Daniel?
Are you? Dude, this back pillow is like life for me. Do you have a back pillow?
No.
No?
Just lazy and gross back here. I just sit back like this. Everyone's like, what's with the slouch over there?
I know.
Oh, yeah. Hey, shout out Bad Birdie.
Yeah.
4 Peaks. I'll pour mine up. This is good beer. This is excellent beer.
It's like it's more flavorful than a domestic, but it's still light. It doesn't have. Sure. It's not an IPA. It's just an ale.
This is a day drinking beer. I think so.
It's fantastic.
Let's
Flavor's
go.
good.
Shout out 4 Peaks. Shout out 4 Peaks.
I almost wore a Bad Birdie shirt today. Actually,
That would have been
clever.
clever.
Guessed it last second.
We should talk about those things before you do them. We
Bad
need lights
Birdie,
on.
yeah.
We need lights on. Hang on, everybody. Keep them busy.
Oh shoot! Yeah, we didn't have them.
Let's turn it down a little bit. We don't need one in the middle. That one. We got it all. We got all the lights. And all the games around us. We got everything. We got everything around us, all of it.
Lights,
Are you
camera,
comfortable? Are you excited?
action.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm good. I feel, dude.
Are you fucking sore right now?
It feels good to just sit.
Right after being outside like that?
Dude,
For sure.
Draining a pool. We chatted about it a little bit before. Draining a pool.
Oh my God, what a nightmare. For real, that's gross.
Scrubbing it, chlorine washing. In Arizona, you switch your water, every 3 years or so, 4 years?
They did this pool last year. So, and they did it through a couple years before that.
We try to get 3 summers out of a water
Depending
cycle.
on how bad the summer is, though, right? If it's really dusty and gross,
Yeah,
you got to change your filters. You gotta,
Yeah.
Then you end up having to change everything. Water is one of the biggest ones.
We change water every 3 summers. So we get 3 summers out of a water cycle at a pool. I'm
idea.
cleaning the filters and spraying those down probably once every 2 months, maybe every month in the summer.
I'm like that too. I want to clean the filters all the time because we get dust storms, we get all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
And then
Otherwise, you just got dirty water coming into the damn pool. Yeah. And once I start to notice, like, I have to really start pouring chlorine into a pool, I'm like, it's time to change the water.
Yep.
Like, where that algae
When it's starting to eat it really fast.
Chlorine.
Well, the sun eats it
Yeah.
really fast. Don't get me wrong. You guys know it's hot here? Do you guys even know that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But just like the older the water gets, the more of that chlorine just doesn't seem to last how it used to. So I'm like, all right, it's time. And man, scrubbing it and all that stuff. It's a whole process. If you've never done it.
Home ownership, guys.
Yeah. Welcome to owning a pool.
Fucking lame, dude.
But yeah, man.
We just pay for a fucking pool guy.
Yeah.
I used to be the pool guy, and I'm like, nah. I used to struggle with that shit too. I was late to your birthday party one year because I was like,
Were you?
I gotta fix this shit.
Asshole.
And then you told me to bring NBA Jam. It was that day. Where are you, bro? Everybody's here.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, stopping to get beer would have been a project for me today, and I'm sitting here asking you to bring NBA Jam loaded up in the back of your car.
Danny's got no shame.
Meanwhile, you're trying
no
to
shame at all. That's all right.
clean
Dude,
water in a pool.
So the March chaos happened. Not as chaotic as I thought it would be, really, to be honest.
Yeah, not many upsets. I mean, really.
No Cinderellas, are we really thinking?
High Point was really the only upset, I think.
They were a 12 seed, right? So it's kind of like
12-5. Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
the last 12-5
and they
seed
played
that I thought was
tough
going to
on
lose.
that last game. It was close.
They hung tight. They hung in there. Who did they? I'm trying to remember exactly who they played.
Was it Alabama? No, not Alabama.
Arkansas.
Arkansas,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
Arkansas, yeah. Calipari.
Yeah. So
Arkansas.
Coach Cal.
I was right there. Shut up.
Yeah, that's a tough team too. Like, that is going to be like. Unfortunately, I think Arkansas is loaded.
Yeah.
So
A lot of these teams are.
Yeah, I still think it's Houston's to lose, and I
really think
texted
so?
you in the group chat. Houston and Arizona.
You don't want to get roasted in ours, so you go to another one?
Yeah, no. But I thought I put it in ours
You might
because
have, I
Dan
don't
too, being from Houston, I told him and I bet Houston with the money
You
money
guys are
line.
all homos about Houston.
But they're not the money line, but with the points, they
Yeah.
were minus 10.5, I think, against in their last game,
Yeah,
and
for
they just I mean, they kind of hung around the first half, and then they just blew them out in the second half. So they just look different. They have a lot of
a very
good
balanced
players,
team, and that's what you need in the NCAA.
great shooters, mid range. They can rebound. So watching Houston, I'm just like, they look different than all the other teams.
Even better than Arizona?
Yeah, I do. I think they look better than Arizona.
It's not a Malik Willis thing, guys. He means it.
I think Michigan State is kind of sneaky good still.
I think Michigan. So Purdue and Michigan State and St. John's are like, okay.
Illinois looks fantastic.
Dude, I saw St. John's odds right now to win it all.
Plus
30 to 1 or something like that. Purdue's good at like 15 to 1 or 12 to 1. Everyone's different, right? All the DraftKings, all the betting places are all different, but I think like everyone's kind of close. I would take St. John's at $10.
I think they have 1 in 16 chance, really.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you get hot at the right time. I think they could make a run. I forget who they play next.
I don't have the matchups right now. I just have the odds of like who's going to win the whole thing.
No, yeah, I know.
Do I have it over here?
They're one of the furthest odds, I think. Yeah. But Houston, I mean, if I can get Houston
at top
like,
4, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I can get them at like 7 to 1, 8 to 1, I wouldn't mind throwing $50 on them.
Yeah, so check this out. So we've got open all the way. Can you see that there?
That yellow writing is funky.
How about just move it closer so you can see it? I don't know. No.
Wow.
We'll put it up here so you guys can see it too. Would you see that?
So what is Houston?
Houston is 6 to 1.
Yeah.
Duke 410, plus 410. Arizona 340. Michigan plus 340.
The fact
Texas is
Duke
300 to 1.
Duke almost lost to Siena on that first round too.
Right.
So that
Siena played so crazy tough, dude.
Yeah, they just couldn't score in the second half, and
Michigan State's plus 3,000. St. John's plus 3,000. Like I like Iowa State, dude.
They looked really good
Iowa
last
State,
night too.
There's so many people picking Iowa State at Final Four. If you don't believe me, go on the internet, please.
Yeah, Iowa State looked really good too. I had a bet with them, and they blew them out of the water. It's
You finally won a bet?
yeah. I won and I should have won another 10 to 1 bet yesterday, but it was just it was the UCLA UConn game.
Oh,
and it was 8 minutes to go in the game. They needed to score a combined 20 more points, something like it was. I went to hedge
that
it.
that can happen.
But I went. It should have. It was at the 4-minute mark to go in the second half. I could have hedged the line that I had for plus 200. So I was on the right side of it, and UCLA didn't score a point. In the last
you said that in the chat. That's
last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
They
last
didn't
5 minutes
score
they
a
did not
point.
score a game or score.
And,
you're like, what?
And even UConn, the last 3 minutes, only scored 4 points in the last 3 minutes, and it was like, what is going? So they just missing free throws, stupid
dude,
shit.
that's like this Siena and Siena and
Duke
Arkansas.
game? Well, Siena played.
No. Sorry.
High Point.
Yeah, High Point. They just took terrible shot selection at the end. Like you're forcing shots. You're only down 3. That point guard's killer. Oh my god, he was nasty
for High Point.
Yeah, he's crazy good.
He's great. And then who's the point guard for Arkansas? That's really good.
He's a stud too. He's even more of a stud.
Oh my gosh,
I don't remember his name. I don't remember any other names.
No,
household names.
Acuff.
Oh, Acuff.
Yeah, he is. So
dude, they're studs. Both of them.
I saw the stat where they showed all the point guards that Coach Cal had, like Tyrese Maxey and
Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, but Rondo wasn't even anywhere near on the list of the top guys he had.
Wow, shocking.
And he had a lot of really good players at Kentucky, and Derrick Rose. Yeah, Derrick Rose at Memphis. So
yeah, that's right. He was at Memphis for a minute. That's right.
They showed where I think it's Darius Acuff. Was on that list, and he's better than all of them. Statistically, he's averaged. I want to say not this tournament, but whatever it was, maybe this year, he's averaging 33 points a game, 7 assists a game.
Yeah.
He's shooting almost 50% from the field. Ridiculous stats where it puts him in that really rare company of elite point guards that Coach Cal's had. So really, really special player.
Better than Khalid El-Amin?
Khalid Asabuki? Not that good.
So, we were talking about basketball.
Yeah.
Well, we have been talking about basketball, I should say. We were talking, the WNBA is about to start, right? Summertime? Is that when they start?
Oh, God.
You wanted to talk about this. We're talking about it, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I would love to get everyone's opinion on this.
Sure.
Really, because I know Caitlin Clark was offered a big 3 deal from Ice Cube
last year, yeah.
But apparently it never even got to her desk because
really?
Her
did he send it via Twitter?
No, it was they sent it to her
her PR team.
Yeah, and they caught wind of it, and they ultimately declined this thing before Caitlin really even delved into it.
Who's the head of her PR team?
I have no idea. But the question was, we had poker last Friday, And the argument came about, and we were drinking beers and stuff too. So this argument got very heated, I would say.
Oh, really?
To where I was defending.
Brian was telling you you're stupid.
He was kidding. Well, no, wait, but Brian was the one who's just like, no, it doesn't make any sense. She made the right choice. And by the right choice, I mean she had got offered, in theory, a $15 million deal for a 10-week contract with Ice Cube's Big Three league. And if you don't know the Big Three league, it's ultimately like ex-NBA players.
Oh yeah, some of them are great.
Go and play 3-on-3, and it does get kind of physical because I mean, kind of like the old heads.
Dude, Lance Stevenson's in there.
Yeah, you get right, and you get these not hotheads, but guys that just used to be elite, and now they can't do what they used to do anymore.
But they're playing 3-on-3, which is for some reason, dude. I feel like 3-on-3 is tougher than 5-on-5.
Oh, it's a lot more moving. I mean, it's more movement. It's open.
It's still a good show if you watch it.
More isolation ball, I think.
Yeah.
And so
don't they have a 4-point shot too?
I think they do. Yeah, deep in the the up, like I don't know, off the wing,
way
kinda.
off the wing. Yeah.
But the question came about it. I'm like, why wouldn't? So Caitlin Clark, I believe, is making like $500,000 a year in the WNBA.
Like the highest paid, right? Something like that.
I think she's the highest paid or one of the highest paid, and she's making $500,000 a year. And I know that's going to go up. I think the league minimum went up a little bit. I don't know how much that's going to affect her, but she got a chance.
The NBA wants to pay them
to make $15 million in a 10-week contract. And I'm like, why would you not lock down that money, go play for a 10 weeks stint, reevaluate after that, and then go play in the WNBA or decide what you want to do? Like, why would you risk like getting injured, making $500,000 a season when you could go with the same amount of risk or maybe a little bit more risk because it's more competitive, it's guys. And but you make just 15 more competitive, million. Daniel. Well, no, and so that's where
you say your point. I'm going to say mine.
No, because that's where I got into it. That totally fair because I think she stands to lose a lot of publicity when they put her up against these guys and she can't score, which is a whole nother thing. Maybe why she didn't do it either. But she made the decision. You tell me
Kenyon Martin's going to fucking let her shoot threes? Hell no.
No way. Like they're not going to let her score. and I'm
souvenir for the fans.
Yeah. And so I didn't understand why they didn't just let her. Why she didn't make the decision, go get the $15 million. But then the argument came about of, well, maybe her Nike contract or these other deals are contingent upon her, hey, you're not doing this shit. No, there's not. Like
there
Nike,
could be that.
No, but there wasn't. So when I looked it up and I researched it, Nike's like, you can do whatever the hell you want. You just have to rep our brand.
Just rep the brand.
Yeah. There's no conflict of interest as far as like what she's playing in. It's more of like, hey, you can't go where Adidas in this thing. You have to do what you got to do contractually for the brand. So I then looked into the WNBA side of it, and that's where it gets into it, where it's like they do not let her play in another league if she's under contract with the WNBA.
They stopped that because of those women that were playing, like Taurasi and a bunch of other ones. This is way, way early WNBA, but they would go to Russia and then play a league over there, and they would get fucking paid. They would get fucking paid. They just play a league over there, and they play against each other. But this czar, whoever out of Russia, would be like, "Yeah, we're gonna
some Saudi league."
Yes, it is. It's before that, but I mean, it's like around that same like realm. It's like, okay, look, you guys are all, I remember reading in Sports Illustrated, like, not Taurasi, Rebecca Lobo would go there too. Remember UConn, Rebecca Lobo?
Remember,
yeah. So like they would go and play against each other, but they would get treated like princesses and queens over there.
Yeah,
and get way more like just like a
totally get it.
Not even they're not talking like millions of dollars, but they get paid way more than WNBA, at least back then,
and probably a lot less than a commitment too.
From what I understand, it just doesn't happen anymore.
No, and so but I don't understand. Like, if you have the chance to go make the money now, go make the money now.
Yep.
What their argument was, where Brian's argument was, is like she has a chance to dominate a league and dominate the WNBA, and she wants to be that ambassador for less money because of the longevity and all of that, whatever. So I was wholeheartedly very on the side of like, and I think Caitlin Clark is different. She's different because if it's Angel Reese, if it's any of those other girls, I guarantee they're going and taking that money. But they're not Caitlin Clark, and so go figure.
I know. I get it. I know she has a great jumper. So I know she has a great jumper. Anyway.
What's your
my take is yes, I agree with take the money and run, but it does hurt her brand because they're not going to let her score. Those are very egotistical men, not in a negative connotation, just they're very egotistical, they're ballers, and they have a lot to prove, and they don't want her there. Ice Cube says it without the consent. Obviously, it's just leaking to whatever he wants, but I feel like he says that, and then you put her out there. Dude, say you put, what's the girl from, her name, I think she's from Iowa too, the big girl, Audie, what's her name?
Oh, I have no idea.
She can't jump, but she can get buckets. So they just got eliminated for NCAA women's basketball, but Audie something.
I have no idea. I couldn't name one.
That's the only one I know because she just gets buckets. But she has no defense at all. She can't move her feet.
Sure.
But the thing is, she's just like Caitlin. Caitlin is good against this, but if you put it against this
ain't that.
The biggest difference is, here's an example, and I know that the Williams sisters can attest this because they've done it. And they're the top of their game, right? The Williams sisters, Venus and Serena, they did their stuff, right? They were a top of doubles, a top of singles. They each took their turns, right? Mostly Serena, right? She took everything. They played high school boys tennis randomly in parks and got smoked. That's the vast difference. And they admit to that kind of stuff. They go, yeah,
I think I always remember Serena comparing to like Andy Murray, where
she did it on Conan O'Brien or like
she's like, I would lose 6-0, 6-0, and it's like they're hitting the ball faster, they're strong,
they can't keep up.
And again,
it would be like that for basketball. It would be. We're the low level guys, like we play ball, like we do that kind of stuff. Yeah, but like I know Caitlin might be like in the WNBA and she's a professional athlete, and not saying she's not good at basketball, but when it comes to the difference in women and men's sports, I think that's where it just really comes down to that point. It's like, it's so different. And if she gets destroyed, which she will, it's not her fault. It's just what it is. I didn't create this problem. But if she does that, it's cool to have $15 million. But then what do? You're going to go hide forever? Because now you're not Caitlin Clark anymore. Because now they're like, oh, the hero's gone.
I know, but I think there's some rationality where it's just like, okay, like that doesn't mean she still can't go dominate the WNBA.
Lance Stephenson's going to be like,
right. Yeah, could you imagine? Get slapped with a sexual harassment charge against Caitlin Clark. No, but I completely agree with you. And I know there's some probably WNBA fans.
It's just what it is, man.
I wanted to say it
I'd
out
be
there.
Like, yeah, get the money, but like, dude, at what cost is that going to happen? That's the problem.
For me, it came down to I would love to watch that. I would never love to watch a WNBA game. And it just is what it is. But I would love to freaking see.
Well, it's because we not to say this.
Rasheed Wallace, DeMarcus Cousins, and Caitlin Clark versus. But it's like you
DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, I don't know who it would be, but
he posts her up in a second, dude. This is over.
No, but so I think the only way you make it work is you would need to have.
But now you got special rules. So what are you doing?
You need to have a co-ed league. You get Angel Reese,
but now it's not the same thing.
You get whoever the girl that. And Asia Wilson, you get her in there, and you almost like intramural sports where it was co-ed. So every league or every team in the big three, you have to have a female on the court, or you go 4-on-4 and you have to have a female, and the females have to guard each other. Caitlin Clark ain't guarding anybody. Unfortunately, they'll score every time.
It's just what it is. It's not her fault. It's not. Look,
but I would love to watch that.
Not to say this in a negative light, but it's like we like freak shows, we like train wrecks, we watch that shit. That's what we like to watch.
Yeah,
it's different, it's drama, it's crazy. That's what we like to watch as human beings.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So yeah,
I'd watch that shit too. We want to drop like I would watch it. And what's so frustrating too is Caitlin Clark. Like these girls in this league have no appreciation for Caitlin Clark at all. They see her as like the problem.
You know exactly.
You're not advocating enough.
Yeah. No, I know.
For the league, and so part of me wants to tell Caitlin, like, look,
let her play. Let her play.
Screw them. Yeah. Go let them swim on their own and see how they do.
I'm with you on that part because they wouldn't let her on the Olympic, not the Olympic team, but they wouldn't let her on. Wasn't Olympic team?
Team USA.
Yeah, they wouldn't let her on
as a rookie.
Like Dawn Staley's the head coach. She's like, I think it is Dawn Staley. They're like, no, we're not letting her on. You're like, you're not letting one of your best. I'm not saying she's the best. One of your best players.
Yes.
And then they're mad at her because she doesn't. What does she not do for them? It's just weird.
She doesn't advocate enough. Like she has all the power.
Maybe she wants to be neutral like the rest of us and not have to pick a side.
She's just a rational person. She's like, hey, I'm not gonna go like jeopardize my image, and
Yeah.
she doesn't see it as complaint. Like she's not a complainer, and I love Caitlin Clark for a lot of those reasons. She doesn't get wrapped up in a lot of the political bullshit. She doesn't get wrapped up in I mean, she's getting a lot of money from the endorsements and stuff too,
Big
and
time,
so that's
dude.
where
Dude, she was just what's the new commercial? Oh, Dick's Sporting Goods. She's on Dick's Sporting Goods commercial.
Yeah.
You know they're getting paid because goddamn, I can't walk in there without spending $500.
I know.
That's why they offer you a
Water
47% interest rate.
I got 2 water bottles and a Gatorade towel. It was like $60.
Isn't that stupid? Yeah. Oh, we went in there, and we went in there the other day. Well, we go there for anything, right? But there was this lady on TV or on Twitter was like, "Hey, by the way, that's where I get my news, just so you know." She was upset that she's getting a bat for her little league, and it has to be this bat because it's a USA bat, but it can't be a USAA bat. It has to be a USA bat, and that's what the league is. And it's like it's just a monopoly on bats. But then the bats are made the same way they were in the 80s, and so I don't give a fuck who you are or how you explain it to me. I don't care if you can't swing a bat. The bat size, length, twists, fucking weights, all those things does not fucking matter. Like the one kid said to us when we were at D-Bats 2 years ago with the kids. You got a $500 bat, you got a 40-cent swing. Who cares? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And Dick's Sporting Goods is part of this problem where they sell these $200 minimum bats.
Golf's the same way.
What are we doing? Yeah, it's all the same shit.
Dropping $1,000 on clubs.
Yeah, we already did all that, but you know what I mean? It's just like the same thing with Dick's. It's like, come on,
I'm
man.
with you.
Why is it so expensive? Yeah, I mean, you can go to Ross, get the same Nike sweatshirt, right? And then you go to, and it's $10. You go over there, it's $75.
I've found myself going to Dick's a lot though with the kids in sports, like cleats, balls, water bottles.
I got a good thing for you.
What?
For real.
What?
Marshalls, Ross, Burlington. Go every other week. Go check it out. You know,
cleats and stuff.
Oh, no, they got it all. Hey,
do they?
The kids right now and also Nike sales. Nike sales before Black Friday. That's a secret. I gave it to all of you. They have their Black Friday sale. They have their real sale before that, and it's amazing.
Oh wow!
We got the kids basketball shoes, football cleats, baseball cleats.
Marshalls?
No. This is a Nike.
No, at Marshalls.
But they have all those kinds of things.
Do they? I've never stepped foot inside
Stay
a Marshalls
focused on
before.
this sale for Nike, the early November sale.
Okay.
That's when we got everything for Christmas. It was less than $100 for each kid. Gloves, 2 pairs of cleats for 2 different sports, and something else. Oh, and Cal got basketball shoes, and Cameron got just school shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, Spikes. Spikes. Their kids were $50.
See, but this is the other thing we've been doing. Since kids grow so fast, and yours are going to catch up soon. You got a boy.
All neutral colors, and
we do neutral colors, but we go to Marshalls, Burlington. We bought pants last year for $4, baseball pants for $4, and guess what? Now they're wearing them, and they both fit them.
Okay,
$8 for 2 pairs, but now guess what we just did? We just found some. They're Under Armour, but they're baseball pants. We found football pants in case they want to play football. And they're all under $10. I was like, medium, large, and this is adult, small. Why not, dude? You just spent $25. You can go to Dick's Sporting Goods, one thing for $50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no, it's expensive.
We've been doing the bargain hunting, and just so they're prepared and they have it. They're not picky when it comes to cleats.
Yeah, I just don't buy stuff that often. Maybe I will, but it's just I go to Dick's because
I don't want to have my pool clean. I'm gonna clean my pool by myself and save $750. But now you can't do. Now you got to pick a side, dude. You can't pick and choose.
It's just the convenient. I hate shopping. We talked about it. We talked about it. But I hate shopping more than anything.
Tell me what your boy's size is, and guess what? I know my kids have shit they haven't worn because they grew out of it. Huds can just hang on to. You know what I mean? Man. I'm just telling you. Now what? Now what do we talk about? Now I killed it. Have you heard any headlines today? Any weird headlines happened in the United States today?
Oh God.
It's still a sport, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, I've seen clips of this guy before.
Me too.
But I didn't think twice about it. I'm just like, oh, good for him kind of thing.
Dude.
It's cornhole.
Right? Yeah. There's a cornhole guy. Apparently a professional cornhole player. This is ESPN. This is the Ocho, guys. He's on the Ocho. Yeah. This cornhole player is wanted for murder.
But not just any murder.
Not just murder. This man has fired a gun, and he drove away with the body. He has no arms and no legs. Let me repeat that. A professional cornhole player who has no arms and no legs, a full amputee, all 4 appendages, shot a gun today or over the weekend, and killed somebody and drove away with the body, and then they caught him.
Shoot.
Shoot, apparently.
Man.
I'm surprised he...
I imagine like getting the call, like, can you describe the assailant? And it's like,
you're like, he has no arms and legs.
I
like,
just think of The Office.
Sir, these 911 calls are reserved for real emergencies, please.
when Michael's doing CPR on the mannequin.
What kind of life is...
Yeah. And he doesn't have any arms. Do we even bother resuscitating him? Yes. Kevin's like, I would like to live with no legs. What about no legs and no arms? That's pretty much how you are right now, Kevin. Like, you don't do anything.
I love The Office.
It's pretty much how you exist right now, Kevin. You don't do anything.
We have 15 seconds to harvest the organs.
We only have minutes to harvest. But it's like you see, maybe
you've seen his YouTube, right? So if you go on his YouTube,
but his arms are like this. So he pinches the bag, right? So he pinches like this.
He throws it far,
and he's like, and he throws the.
Dude, he's playing distance. He's not. They're not giving him any leeway.
No, he's
not
playing with smaller bags,
which is
not
crazy.
Playing with bigger holes.
Is he cheating because he's like level with the things?
No, I don't think. I mean, if you look at
when you read that headline, are you like, what the hell?
I'm just more of like, this guy's overcome a lot in his life, probably, and it's like.
Danny's like, is this a murder? What's murder? Or is this?
He's like, if I can overcome this, I can probably get away with murder.
Is this a true story of adversity?
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's not murder, guys. It's just adversity. Living your life.
If I can beat this, I can beat this case.
Taking what God given you and making the best of it.
But like, what?
Who says you can't do anything? Because of no arms and no legs.
Yeah. The person couldn't run away like fast. Like, I don't know. I just like.
There's jokes there. I'm not going to say them. You guys already know them.
How do you pull the trigger?
Dude, have you seen his YouTube?
No.
His YouTube, he's firing weapons like this. I'm not kidding. I'm like, I don't know how he pulls the trigger.
So you can't run away. So by the time he pulls out the gun and tries to do that, you can't run away in time? Or
let's be honest. If you get shot by that guy and killed, that's sorry. That's it. You deserve that.
I think Austin Powers, someone walks up and just kicks Mini-Me. Like,
yeah, that's what you think of, right? Like, no.
You're right.
No.
Like, put that down. Like, they had to be like trying to reason with him, or they didn't know it was coming. Chase. I'm sorry, this is terrible to be making light of the situation, but it's just a very bizarre story.
The internet is going wild. Like, it's catching. Like, I sent it to you guys when I first saw it. Of course, as soon as you send something or like something or even go, what the hell? Algorithm is just that. And people are like, dude. You guys hear about that guy? Like they call him Skip because he, no arm, no legs, and he's a water skier. Shit like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're like,
I was trying to think of because like instead of
anyway, don't ever let people tell you can't do anything when you have no arms, no legs.
Stubby the Kid, maybe Billy the Kid, Stubby the Kid. I don't know. There's got to be like those comments have got to be fire.
They're gonna be
in there. Here's my happy hour.
It's just two different. Okay, whatever.
So we've talked about kids and maybe not necessarily like not being coachable, but we've talked about, I don't know how you put it last time with Cameron, but ultimately just having to throw him out of practice for,
that was when he was really young, but not listening.
Yeah.
Thinking he knows his shit and he doesn't.
Right. So I'm going through the same thing. Hudson, luckily for me, so coachable.
Told you.
Cam is also coachable, but in a way where it takes her time to come around, what have you. So the women's,
it's always the first ones.
The women's tournament had a game that was Maryland versus North Carolina, and the head coach of and this is where we get into John Boy. We can plug John Boy right here. I really enjoy his stuff. So John Boy, his name is James O'Brien. He does a segment or just not a podcast, but he has a social media site that ultimately has lip readings or interpretations of lip reading of sports.
I think he's spot on. Like, he knows how to lip read.
A lot of umpire stuff, like coaches yelling at umpires.
Dude.
And you know what
he reminds me? Did you see the one where he did the NBA one where what's his name threw the fucking ball at somebody? The NBA player? And the referee was like, no, you didn't do that. And he's like, no, I didn't. He like literally deliberately threw the ball at the guy when he was out of bounds and hit him with it. And then he goes, I didn't mean to do that. And he goes, you deliberately threw the ball at him, and like you could see the referee.
They slow down.
And his account does this, and it's so funny when you see that sequence. You're like,
well, and we can clip this part right here, so you can kind of see what we're talking about.
I need you to lock in. Stop being distracted. Right? I believe in you, but you've got to want this the most. This isn't my story. All right.
This ties into the whole happy hour thing. I got you.
And so you can see how he's lip reading what this coach is saying. And so what the whole premise of what happened is there's a player that they have. It's one of their best players on Maryland. Her name is Oluchi Okinawa, I think her name is.
Very close. So, not a real person, but keep going.
Yeah. And so she had missed a free throw, got lost on defense one play. Came back down, drew another foul, missed 2 free throws, was just kind of having a chaotic moment.
Yeah.
And Coach Freeze takes her out of the game, brings her to the side, and while the game is going on, you can see Coach Freeze just giving this girl the business.
Oh, she's handing it to her,
just
for real.
Screaming at putting her finger in her chest, and just a lot. We don't see a lot of coaching like that anymore.
At least not on camera. Not on camera.
Right. Very good point. And when he breaks it down and goes through exactly when James O'Brien goes through and shows exactly what she's saying, it's like this is not my story. This is your moment, but you've got to want it.
She's coaching
more
than
everybody else.
Absolutely.
It was so incredible because the player is just sitting there, and I think she even said after the game, no, I want to be coached. I want to be coached. Yeah. And she just stood there just took it and didn't roll her eyes, didn't keep walking past her, was just literally taking in
about it.
What she's saying. And so what I give Coach Freeze credit for was that she's able to have those hard and intense conversations with those players. But at the end of the day, she makes that point to be hey, I'm with you. I care about you. I hope you do well. I'm riding you hard right now, but you can tell that she loves that player.
Yeah.
And that she has her back still. Mm-hmm. And so that moment was just so cool to see.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you just don't get a glimpse into that relationship between a player and a coach.
Somebody like that and them not going
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Especially with the whole transfer portal.
I'm transferring NIL. See, you know what I mean? You're like, no.
No, it was just such a cool thing for me to see.
That's going to be a meme forever, but also it's still a good moment.
Yeah, just everything she said to her was just very.
She thought of something stupid.
It makes you want to run through a wall I was. You
feel like it, right?
Yeah, I was hopped up. Where I'm just let's go, let's get back out there, let's freaking go.
It almost reminds me just a little bit of when Draymond was putting his fingers on Katie's chest KD, like this.
Yeah.
He's like, you're the baddest player on the planet. Nobody can stop you. All this shit. And I'm like, it's kind of like that.
You got to lock in.
But the coach was like, this is yours, not mine. You are more than capable like that.
This is not my story. Aggressive. This is not my story. This is your story.
She's in her face. Just like you said, it's kind of scary because you're like, whoa, what's happening? Is she pissed? Which all coaches get mad because they want to win, of course, right? But they're not playing. They're trying to guide the players to win. But that coach, just to emphasize what you just said, is hey, she killed it with the way she coached that girl. The girl was like, I changed my mindset. We're good to go.
And it's I'm sure there's certain players you can do that with. Mm-hmm. You can't do that probably with the hothead on your team who would shut down.
You know who you can do that to.
Yeah, but it's that's where it comes back to you can get the most out of players if you have that kind of relationship with them. There'd be some players that would shut down or keep walking past. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say, I'm not even going to go there, but it's just, kudos to that coach, kudos to the player for being able to take that constructive criticism, and it was really cool to see. So that was my happy hour.
Yay, good for your happy hour. My happy hour is, oh my God, the Sonics might be back. Oh my Lord. Also, they'll have accompanying team, but
Seattle not having a basketball team for all this time is wild.
If you have not seen it, ladies and gentlemen, you need to go online and find out how much of a dirtbag Clay Bennett is, Howard Schultz, and I'm glad he's not with us anymore, David Stern. I said it.
R.I.P.?
No.
Oh, he didn't die?
He is.
Oh, okay.
He's a shiesty, and Silver's right behind him.
So who is he? Who is
It's David Stern. I don't want to say his name.
Oh, well, what about David Stern? What's the problem?
David Stern is the one to help push the Sonics back to Oklahoma. Oh, we lost him in the first place.
But he wasn't doing anything to prevent them from coming back, right?
Yep.
Was he?
Yep.
No way.
Yep.
Why? Vendetta against...
First of all, you got to see this documentary. And the guys that did it, Chris Hansen and those guys did a great job putting it together. It's probably... we lost them in 2008, so that's been around for forever, it seems like. We're almost 20 years. You know what I mean? We're almost there.
Yeah.
So
18.
These guys, if it's called Sonics Gate, if you have not seen it, My happy hour is like there's a glimpse that actually feels real. Now, I've been hearing for years, we're going to get a team, right? There was a billionaire who had outside money, not just his own, but outside money. He was going to take into Seattle. This is probably 10 years ago. He had a group that was like, yeah, we'll just build it and we'll build our own arena. We won't charge taxes. We won't do anything. And Seattle City Council was like, no. And you're like, what? No more Seattle. Like it just would. And then even Stern was like, no, we're not expanding right now. They're like, we'll literally pay for it all. Billions back then,
It's such a major city. Like it's not
you got some of the biggest ballers to come out of Seattle, dude.
It's not like we're talking about
it's crazy.
Like Fresno. It's like it's Seattle. I don't know where I pulled Fresno from, but sorry, Fresno out here catching strays.
You went to
Fresno out here catching strays. Sorry, but it's like
I've been to Fresno.
It's not Bakersfield. It's not
Bakersfield, Republican.
Yeah, for crying out loud, Portland has a team. Like Seattle's way bigger than Portland. Like what are we doing?
Yeah. So I mean, like my happy hour is like just the fact that it kind of does feel real now. Like they've always said, like, oh, they're going to expand, and they always talk about they were going to move New Orleans to Seattle, and they were going to take Memphis or somebody like that, and then move them or something, and move them somewhere else.
Get the damn Hornets out. Yeah, but like fine.
I mean, even at the point where it's like Charlotte was the Bobcats for a while, right? So like there was a whole little switcheroo going on.
Sure.
So. I want it to happen. We need our basketball team back. We need our basketball team back.
Vegas needs a basketball team.
And Vegas needs because why not finish the quadruple threat here, whatever you want to call it. Not trifecta, but you know what I'm saying.
No, Vegas
the quad
deserves
shot.
all that stuff. No, but I think what do you got to do? You move the Timberwolves to the east. I don't know what you do.
Have to.
You something like that. Like I don't know how far.
Don't get me started on realignment. All these
maybe move OKC to the east. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean this. I don't know. But
OKC sucks. I'm very bitter, and sometimes I do, but I don't like Starbucks.
It's kind of cool to have them both in the West, though. Put them in the same division. That'd be kind of fun.
Dumb, stupid. Don't be like that.
Did that with the Browns and the Ravens. Browns and the Ravens.
That's true. It's stupid though.
Good happy hour. I'm excited.
I hope
for
it
you.
happens.
I really do.
I really I want my children don't have a basketball team.
What do? You just like if there's an expansion, you can only protect 8 players or 10 players or something like that. I forget.
But I think they get to because like Orlando and Charlotte, Miami, and all them, they all came in and were like,
and then they have a draft.
You could protect 9 out of 12 or something like that. Yeah. I don't know what the rosters are like now because I think there's like 15. They have practice squad players and shit too, right? G League guys, things like that.
Yeah, you guys, it would take some time to get competitive, obviously, but no,
bring the Sonics back and quit fucking around.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams out there that I think Seattle should have a team over right now. So
it's a perfect time.
Yeah,
anyway,
Vegas up and going.
I keep going on this. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. Good happy hour. I hope it happens. I hope it happens for you.
So, white boys with whiteboards.
Let's do whiteboards.
White boys with whiteboards. Give me my whiteboard, white boy.
Whitey.
We're still recording. This is great. We don't have segues. We just do what we want. Here's your eraser. I see you got a black T-shirt memo.
Top fights, huh?
So our white boys and whiteboards are your favorite. They don't have to be your absolute favorite. Just like your top. I'm putting together my top 3 beefs or fights. That's what the white boys and whiteboards is today.
Beefs or fights.
So I'll go first. Since you don't study anyway.
I just thought of one that's.
This is gonna be awesome.
That's stupidly funny, I think. So
there's a fly in here. So if I see me swing out a ninja,
these fruit flies,
dude, it's stupid. You brought him. You opened the door. Oh. Anyway, so I'm gonna go with number 3. I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. Right.
Okay.
And we're just gonna do like a minute on each one. I hope you remember this one. I know I'm much older than you, but shut the fuck up. This is gonna be so good. We'll try not to have dead air, guys. I promise. You ready?
Nope.
No. I'm going to show you mine. You can. I don't do a big one like yours, but here, check this out. Do you remember this one?
Remember, Kobe caught that left hook or right hook.
Shit, Kobe got a 2-piece and a soda, dude, real quick.
He did.
Chris Childs versus Kobe Bryant is Knicks, yeah. Dude, that was. Well, Kobe threw the elbow, right? But it was kind of like, just kind of like show him like, don't step to me. But very young Kobe. This is Froby. You know what I mean? So Kobe, all of a sudden...
Kobe's probably not used to having people step up to him like that either.
No, at all. And then Childs isn't much... They're roughly the same size. But Childs goes, no. He goes, pink, pink, pink. We'll put it up here real quick. He's like, pop, pop, pop. And then just all of a sudden, it's just chaos, right? I love that because it's just like... You think of Kobe like we see Kobe now, you're like a legend, untouchable. Just but then you go young Kobe, fucking nasty fighter, aggressive. You know what I mean? Just like you don't really. Those are two young guys too.
Yeah, just
you have to think you're invincible, right?
Not afraid of anything.
Fucking popped.
Yeah,
I mean he went after him. I don't think they were hard shots, but they were definitely like, you better know who I am too.
But Kobe thought like. Kobe at that time, you could tell, like, did not.
I think it was like his third year.
Anyone was going to step up to him like that. Like,
not when he had Shaq behind him and all. I mean, just like all these guys I don't think Childs thought the same thing either. His team was tough too.
Clocked him, dude.
Like I said, 2-piece in a soda, real quick.
That it was Kobe too. That's awesome.
I showed that to Summer. Summer goes, she goes, he didn't clock. Kobe did get clocked. I go, yeah, I told you, it was fast. Child's got some hands because Kobe didn't know what to do because Kobe threw that elbow. I know I'm repeating myself. Kobe threw that elbow for a second and was like, ninja, pop, 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 pop. All right, give me one of yours. Let's go. What do you got?
Man,
I'm gonna write my number 2 while you do that.
So this may be. I'm going by what had an impact on my life. And this may seem really stupid. Pikachu versus Bellsprout.
We'll call Pokemon a Pokemon. We'll call Pokemon a sport today.
So listen, okay. Picture Pikachu as Kobe. Okay.
Oh my God.
And I just remember, when I was in 6th grade, whatever, I was really into Pokemon, and they got to the end, and there was this really important tournament that Ash was in. And Pikachu came, and they were going through, and they were on fire. They were doing great. Well, here comes little Bellsprout. That's just like this little flower.
Yes,
thing.
I pulled that card a couple times.
And you think Pikachu's just going to go to town on Bellsprout, and Bellsprout had these little roots that went into the ground. So anything electric Pikachu tried to do didn't work. And he ended up losing. Pikachu ended up losing to Bellsprout. And it was just the most bizarre.
I don't even know what to say to this.
There's nothing to say other than, like, what a terrible pick. Who watches Pokemon?
I'm not saying it's a terrible
but
pick.
that was a fight that for some reason was the first thing that came to my mind.
I love that.
That's like Pikachu versus Bellsprout in that.
Hey,
in that
you know
episode,
what? And that'll be like our number 98 short. It'll be like the one that's like, this is the top one. Everyone likes Pokemon. Keyword Pokemon. Yeah. All right, so I got my second one. You ready?
Okay.
Here we go. Like I said, this is beefs or fights. So you can say whatever. I got an honorable mention too.
Okay.
So here's my number 2. You remember this one?
Yes.
Shout out Dan too. What's up, your boy Andre Johnson?
You want to talk about something satisfying?
Dude, crazy funny though.
Watching
right?
Cortland Finnegan get his jaw rocked,
just clocked
by Andre Johnson.
The cool part was it was a buildup of like 3 years of nonsense, right? It was like Finnegan's just physical player.
He was such a
right?
clown. I freaking hated Cortland Finnegan.
Imagine. I mean, Richard Sherman ran his mouth a little bit.
He was like the Pat Bev of the NFL.
But I don't think Finnegan could like back it up. He tried to.
I don't think Pat Bev could either. I don't think they were particularly that good. They were just role players. They were designed on their purpose.
I don't know if that has to do with like how your skills are fighting, but like the whole thing with like Finnegan, like he's just a rough player, and Andre's like, you can't be this rough. Like he gets called for penalties and stuff, but like this is a buildup of this rivalry.
He got pissed
and
off
just like this.
He broke.
But it was like I think it's like their 11th game against each other or something silly like that in 3-4 years or something like that. And this guy and just the fight, like you see the tackle happens on that side, and then because the running back runs over there, the offensive lineman jumps over the one guy to avoid like an injury, and then all of a sudden the camera just pans right to these two, and they're just going at it, and like one's ripping each other something. Then Finnegan grabs. You know what? I got to give Finnegan credit. He fucking ripped Andre Johnson's helmet off too, and then they started both going.
Well, that was like Johnson took his helmet off, then Finnegan's like, fine, I'll take your helmet off, and then Johnson's just like, chaos. All right, fine, I'll just throw you to the ground and punch you in the face.
Oh, dude,
it was just like it was so like the big brother and the little brother fighting.
But he got him in the back of the head a few times, which I'm like, the ref take a point away for that one. But at the same time, it was like, you deserve it.
If that ref and other players weren't on that field, Andre Johnson would have killed him with his bare hands.
I think he would have hit him with a helmet.
Like, well, Miles Garrett, but he wouldn't have needed to. Like he said, like Cortland Finnegan is such a little twerp.
We didn't bring up a sore subject.
God, I freaking hate Cortland.
Dude, it was there was somebody just real quick. There was somebody who was making models, like 3D models, and painted these of this, and they were selling them online. I was like, that's hilarious. And it was the one where Andre Johnson's and Finnegan's down, and then Andre Johnson got his left hand up like this, and that's the little like figure.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought that was so good. I was like, that's hilarious. All right, what's your number 2? What you got?
You're going to hate this.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to hate it. This is your pod too, brother.
3 Ninjas. If you've never seen the movie.
We're staying in martial arts. These are sports, I promise.
Grandpa versus Snyder.
I just saw the 3 Ninjas. I just saw this clip. Again, I used to watch this.
Dude.
When you watch this,
I downloaded this movie.
When?
On Prime Video like a year or 2 years ago, and I had Hudson and Cam watch it.
Do you burn like VHS plastic around like them so they can get the nostalgia feeling?
Right, yeah.
Because you're rewinding it so many times to watch it over and over? Anyway.
I sat there and made them watch this. And because the whole premise of the movie is like these kids like bunker down in their house and set up these little not booby traps, but they try to catch these 3 idiot criminals that come in and try and kidnap them and whatever.
Die, yuppie scum.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah. We need you to kidnap some kids. Are these just like any kids, or did you have some specific kids in mind?
Those dorks.
They're 3 very specific little boys.
It's movie, but it's so good because
it's so great. Like that movie.
You know what I like? That I'm half a decade older than you, and I love that movie, and you know that movie.
Yeah. Oh, it's that movie was every kid's dream growing up is like to be a ninja.
Oh, like Ninja
when
Turtles
you were like
and
in
3
second
Ninjas?
grade. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Talk about capitalizing on the turtles just like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it was Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze 2 came out, and then 3 Ninjas came out. And then 3 Ninjas Kickback came out.
Yeah. And so the Kickback, like I really only watched the first one, the original. And so the ending, this fight was their grandpa was who taught them karate ultimately, like gets in a fight with his protege, so grandpa taught Snyder karate, and then he ends up getting bad, and the grandpa and him get in a fight at the end, and he chokes out. So this guy is literally about to kill this old man in front of his grandkids.
Oh, yeah.
And he jumps the jelly beans in his mouth.
That's right.
And then he ends up winning.
Jelly beans.
Yeah. So like with the jelly beans in a fight,
even good
to
jelly
me
beans
was
either.
freaking awesome. Tum Tum slid him the jelly beans for good luck. And so that was my that's my number 2.
All right, so we're going to go number 1 here. This is my
number 1 fighter beef.
This is my favorite beef. This is one of them. Well, we'll try to get this quick because most people do know this one, but I love this one. And to this day, they still fucking don't like each other.
Who's Zeke?
Isaiah Thomas versus Michael Jordan. Not Huskies,
No,
Boston Celtics, Isaiah Thomas.
Zeke. The rivalry of that, what I know about it is that Jordan was basically the reason that Isaiah Thomas wasn't on the dream team.
So you know the first part of it, right?
Okay.
Or you know the later half of it. That's where some of it stems from, right? So let's go back a little bit real quick. History lesson, ladies and gentlemen. So everyone knows about the Bad Boy Pistons, right?
Yep.
They're very physical, right?
Right.
Bill Lambier, James Edwards, Vinny, I almost said Vinny Del Negro, wrong color, but Vinny Johnson,
I can name Bill Lambier and Isaiah Thomas, so the only 2
but, like everyone knows who those guys were, right? These guys were they beat the shit out of Jordan and his team. They just did. They weren't going to let him do anything. So Jordan trained differently, like lifting weights, and got stronger. Everyone knows. I don't care what era
bad boys.
I don't care how old you are. If you're under 30, don't talk to me about NBA basketball. Anyway, these guys beat the shit out of Jordan, but they also the Bulls fought back too, but they couldn't get past the Pistons. Pistons went back to back, 88, 89, right? Jordan's like, this is a nightmare, or 89, 90, whatever it was. So he trained, got better. He started picking on Zeke, right? Because these guys would trash talk each other, right? So Zeke was like, fuck this and fuck you, and like, I'm the fucking king, right? Well, Jordan gets better, right?
Yeah.
They knock them off finally in the Eastern Conference Championship. Then they go in their first championship was against the Lakers. Then they win, and then I think it was they lost. They beat them in the divisional round the following year, right? So not like the Pistons are kind of falling off at that point. But these two did not like each other because now it's 1990. We'll fast forward to 1992, right? Mike gets invited to play on the Olympic team, but so does Isaiah Thomas, and Mike goes, "Fuck you, no." I'm going to paraphrase this whole thing. Mike's like, "No, hell no. I'm not. I'll be on the team, but he's not with us." And so they were like, "Well, we need fucking Mike. We need Mike, right?" And they were like, Mike Krzyzewski was like, "We need Michael more than anything." Right? Chuck Daly, Mike Krzyzewski, those are the head coaches back then.
Chef was the assistant head because it was Daly.
I think they both did. I think they both. You get that kind of coaching power. I mean, you're both gonna. I don't know if there was just one or the other. Like, I'm gonna coach A, you coach B. B was like Johnson and Bird and Leitner and those guys too. And then
sure.
But anyway, so Mike got him off the team. Now Zeke got really pissed off and was like, "Fuck that!" Right? I'm missing a part of it because I think there was something to do with an All-Star game. Like they wouldn't Zeke didn't want Mike to come in and play in the 1989 All-Star game or something like that, and Zeke had some. I want to say it had something to do with Chuck Daly at the time too. He's like, "Don't let Mike play," and so he never got any shots, never got the ball, something like that. I thought I heard that. That's a rumor if that was really true or not. But anyway, so even to this day, they did that document. We'll just fast forward today. We did that documentary about the 98 Bulls, right? It's like that 12-part series, 8-part series, whatever.
Yeah, what'd they call it? What they call it? But the
Last Stand. The Last Stand.
Yep.
It's great. If you've not seen it, I think it's an 8-part series.
My wife watched it.
It's That's how good so it was. Good. Well, yeah, no, Summer started watching. She's seen the first 3. We haven't watched them all together, but I mean, the boys loved it too. And this was our era, So, but Mike even says it in the documentary. He goes, I took everything he did personally. Fuck that guy. Fuck him. No. He made his stand in the playoffs, and when we played them, now it wasn't just playoffs. It was in the regular season too. They're just mean to him, right? And you got to play that team 4 times, right?
Yep.
They did not fucking like Mike. Zeke was a Chicago boy. Well, Mike comes in. He's born and raised in Chicago, right?
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
But no, Detroit's not that far from Chicago. But Mike comes in, a Carolina guy. He comes over, and now they kind of forget about Zeke. But Zeke plays Detroit. But the Midwest kind of looking at well, Mike's the man, and Zeke doesn't like that. So then there's egos involved, right?
But I feel like it was very Jordan never showed any remorse for that at all, and Isaiah, from what I remember,
to this day, he still has not.
But I know Isaiah kind of broke it. He talked about how much it really did hurt him.
Well, he needs to get over it. Team. It's just not going to happen because what he said. He says, "Oh, I might shake hands with him one day, or I might be in the same room because they won't even go to the same room with each other. They will not do it. The NBA top 50, all those ceremonies, or even the NBA top 100. What was it, 7-8 years ago? They will not be around each other,
and that's fine. Fine, they don't have to like each other.
Isaiah said, "Oh, I'm gonna I'll come out and I'll shake his hand and I'll do we'll be boys when he has a public apology." And Mike's like,
"Oh, that ain't coming."
Mike's like, "No, do you know who I am? No, excuse me, no."
No, that's not. Not coming.
In a sense, Zeke created Jordan a little bit. The Pistons did. They created Michael Jordan a little bit. There's a little bit of that.
I mean, I don't know if they created him, but they're definitely part of his story.
No, I know that. That's that. Okay, now we're just saying general things.
Yeah, no, but I don't.
You're so white.
I mean, Jordan would have became Jordan without Isaiah. But
you know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying. I'm just teasing, but it's one of those things where I'm like, this is part of the origin story. I had to train different. Now I'm stronger, right? Yeah. I got to play harder. I got to beat these guys because it's 5 against basically 2 in the Chicago time back then, on that team back then. So those guys made Mike a little bit. They had to make him better.
Sure. It's just, to me, it's just such a small blip, honestly. Because LeBron had to go through Detroit too. And he ended up beating Detroit.
I quit the
to
pod.
Get there.
LeBron.
No, but it's in the grand scheme of things, it shaped who he was. Maybe it's just me. I don't correlate Isaiah Thomas with Michael Jordan in much of a way at all.
I don't really either, but when you do kind of look at
it's just part of the story.
But it is part of the story. Sure, they always talk about the bad boy Pistons. They went back to back. There's not that many teams that do that.
I think,
was it 5 teams ever?
I think the same way with LeBron was to those Pistons with Rip Hamilton and Billups and McDyess
06, right?
Probably probably more like 04, 05, 04.
Did they win in 04 or 06? I can't remember.
We ended up getting past Detroit. I think it was in 05, if I'm not mistaken.
But that Pistons team was wild.
Yeah, they were fine. Ben Wallace and those guys, they're fine. But again, grand scheme of LeBron, no one even remembers it. That. I mean, they didn't have anyone like Isaiah Thomas on that team, but there was no drama. There was no
Vinny Johnson, the microwave. That dude could ball, man.
There was more drama between LeBron and the Wizards, honestly, back then, with Jameson and Arenas and
Antoine Jameson.
Yeah, and Crum Butler and those guys. So, okay.
All right, give me your Sandlot versus the Preps. That's actually really good. Now. That's really good. Well,
if you want to talk about one of the most iconic scenes, I think, in that time period.
Oh, are you talking about the first time they meet up? Or?
I'm talking when these Preps come rolling up in the Sandlot on their bikes.
Oh, yeah.
And Hamilton Porter and the kid's name is Phillips.
Yep.
Start getting into the name calling.
Oh, yeah. You play ball like a girl.
It's one of the most infamous lines. and just Hudson. It's funny because Hudson and Cam both love Sandlot.
Hell yeah!
And so they go and they can start repeating.
That's gotta make you feel good as a dad, right?
Butt licker, fart smeller, and it's like
crotch snipper.
Yeah. So you pop for apples in the toilet.
Oh yeah,
like it. And then to your point, like the play ball like a girl, like it's such an iconic.
What did you
scene between those?
Good acting too, because that kid, I believe the kid. I was like, he's mad.
Yeah,
he's like shakingly mad.
What you say? Or what
did you just say?
So
even his own teammates were like.
Yeah, like, oh shit.
Whoa, you might have crossed the line.
He got you. So that scene to me, and just hearing my son repeat some of those like name calling things to me, like that.
You let him talk shit to you like that?
Or just like kidding. To his sisters, probably more than anything.
Oh, that's good though.
Yeah, so I love that scene. That's
my kids love this a lot too. Have they seen it a lot?
They've seen it. Oh yeah, like Hudson's probably watched Sandlot over 10, 15 times.
Oh,
yeah, he'll put it on and.
I think
they watch it.
I think
the
boys have seen it just a couple.
I want to go see it. Apparently that that field is in Ogden, or it's up in Utah. Actually, it's not. There's parts of it are filmed in California, but the house, the pool, all that's in Ogden, Utah.
Oh, nice.
I think
Summer's got the jersey that says she has squints or no? Yeah, she has squints.
Yeah,
she's got the jersey with squints, and then she also has she wore it to the boys' baseball games the other day. She went to the baseball game. You're killing me, Smalls, and it's got the great Hambino on there.
Yeah, he did. Did you see where they do the Goo Goo Dolls thing? Where they no, we're like,
wait, what?
The trend on TikTok now is like, and it's like, what were you like back in the 90s?
That's a great trend.
It's a very good trend.
Save that for next pod. We got to save that for next pod for sure.
Because Hamilton Porter does one that's very funny.
Did you see Jim Halpert's? I mean, not Jim Halpert, but what's his real name? John Krasinski.
Krasinski?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it good? Okay.
Oh, no. I'm surprised you haven't seen it. This is the first one I saw.
I'm going to say one with Ham. So you know who Ham is, the catcher, the redheaded catcher. He's like, what were you like back in the 90s? And it starts showing pictures of Benny. Benny the Jet.
I saw Benny's.
Very funny. Oh, Benny had one too?
I saw Benny's.
Oh, that's awesome.
So once once you're on TikTok or Insta, like you do one, like they kind of start coming in.
Yeah, it gets in the algorithm.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, very funny. We can talk about that next pod.
Pretty good whiteboards. Whiteboards. There we go.
Should we wrap it up with last call?
You want to do last call?
Yeah.
All right. So, it's hot as fucking balls here, right? Where we live, it's fucking hot, right? We have the high. We have
record heat.
Record heat. This is legit. Which we break the fucking record every year. This is so stupid. Side note: if the government can control the fucking weather, what the fuck? Why everything's getting cooler? No, it's fucking not. They're skipping Arizona. Anyway, so one thing I want to talk about is, and I don't like this. The kids had a baseball game at 2 p.m. My youngest, 9 and 10-year-olds, right? 2 p.m. this last Saturday. Mind you, it's 107. We went to Asante. You ever been to Asante? No fucking. There's no shade.
We brought our own. Is it turf too?
No, it's just dirt. It's sandlot.
It's better than turf. it's sandlot.
So I'm thinking, we have a warning for like a week and a half. Like, hey, we're having excessive heat. It's gonna be triple digits. It's gonna be really hot. The Major League Baseball moved every single game, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think
to night games.
I'm pretty sure for Friday and Saturday for sure they did. There's 2 festivals that happen in Arizona. They moved them much later in the evening and said they were going to turn them into night festivals instead of day festivals. Like one was like an Asian festival. There's some other stuff going on. So across the valley, they're thinking about safety and they're thinking about, hey, let's not, especially the MLB to do that. You know what I mean? How many times have we been to spring training game? We're just out there cooking, drinking beers, and the beer's warm as soon as we get back to our spot.
The big thing was the air show.
And the air show
had 28.
They cut it down.
28. So my neighbor Jess is a paramedic and was working that show. And
which all day, every day?
I forget, and I'm hoping this mic doesn't.
You're good. I can see it.
She's a paramedic, and she was working that show, and there were 2-year-olds that were getting.
Dude, it's hot as balls.
And so the traffic, number one, getting into the air show was nuts.
Which we don't get to go in there. You know that, right? Like, it's just, you get bussed in. Just so you know. If you've never been to the air show, the Luke days.
I know the casino was a big shuttle
They give you
site,
a shuttle or a bus.
And these people were waiting to get on this damn shuttle. and they're stuck in this heat. There's no bathrooms, there's no water,
no nothing.
And even when the bus pulls up, the bus is air conditioning, and they're not letting them on the bus for like 5 or 10 minutes. And like, dude, there are people passing out here.
But like, they say they have 40 people in the hospital just on Saturday alone.
Yeah,
that's a hospital, not treated, just a hospital.
I heard the one day was 28, and then I think the other day was over 40. And it's just, again, to your point, it's like, I know it's unseasonably warm, and
but what
canceling it would kind of suck.
I'm calling you out.
But it's like, man, like what a terrible.
I'm not okay. Like Summer and I put our awning up, right? We bring for the shade. We bought an industrial size, like it's a fan that has the blower on it, and it's battery charged, so like it lasts like 3 hours or whatever on full charge. You put ice in it. We went to QT and got ice and all that stuff, and we were nice and cool. We even had Cameron sat by us for a little bit, and and I even had Cal's like, Cal, can you come over and cool up? Because in between, and this is another irritating thing that they were doing. Not only have the kids play at 2:00 on the hottest day so far of the year.
2 is kind of wild.
Yeah,
we had 2 soccer games that morning, one at 9 and one at 11.
See,
but we were
11,
done by
11's
noon.
pushing it though a little bit.
It was
kids.
hot. It was hot.
And I know we live here, and everyone's like, "Well, you do it." I'm like, "It's not that. That's not the point. It's too early for the triple digits here." And it's just.
It was an anomaly.
Everybody else moved it. The professionals moved it. They cut the Luke days down to half the time they were supposed to be doing everything. I mean, festivals. What was that concert over there in Surprise? They moved that even further into the evening.
That concert was freaking awesome.
We'll get to that later. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but I mean, it was later, right? You know what I mean? Like, it was one of those things where it's like, okay,
he went on. There were people there at 3 though. No, we have friends that we met up with there were there.
But then again, that's a city surprise thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't have to. Yeah, he didn't go on
with the kids. The point is like, take safety and safety and concern, especially in the heat, serious, especially with children.
Yeah, I mean, how many times we see people get airlifted off these damn mountains for hiking?
That's a moron.
And then you're going to put them all
Camelback, and then like local Scottsdale man got airlifted to him. Like, yeah, he brought 1 jug of water and he got stuck on the rail.
Yeah,
you know what
he's
I mean?
in from California.
A guy.
It's always very rare. Visiting. I feel like it's someone who lives here.
Somebody
visiting every time.
But that's my gripe.
That's a very very good gripe.
These rec leagues, everything. There's other gripes that I have with City Surprise, but it's like going to what kind of like, we'll just segue into what you were saying. It's like, go ahead. Like you got something to say about this too.
My whole thing. So growing, my beef, my last call ultimately is the decline of rec league sports.
Yep.
And as someone who growing up, from 4th grade, I'd say until like 11th grade, 12th grade, I was outpaced growth-wise by a lot of people. Like, I was never the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, but I was always really coordinated in a lot of things. And I was good at everything. Like, every sport I was good at, I just wasn't great. Or I just didn't have the athleticism yet the way that my counterparts had growing up in middle school, high school. So I was never... Ultimately, I never made any of the school teams for anything. I really didn't try out. I tried out in 7th grade for basketball, didn't make it, was devastated. It's funny because I went back and played basketball with the coach that cut me. And I was like, they kept 22 kids on that team. And I was like one of the last ones cut. But I always remember that. And I never tried out again until my senior year.
Oh, wow.
And so...
You need to talk to somebody about that.
Yeah, it was devastating. And so when I started student teaching and playing basketball in the mornings with these teachers and this administration, we'd play at 4 a.m. before school.
Oh yeah.
I knew the guy. His name was Harry Benzik, and I talked to him and
shout out Harry
Benzik. And play with these kids, and I got pretty athletic in college. I put on like 30 pounds and grew 3 inches in college.
You were boxing too, though, at the time, right?
No,
You're a trainer, right?
This was way before that. I didn't box until maybe I was 20.
Don't ever let
24.
the facts get in the way of a good story.
Sorry. Yeah. And so the guy, I'd go and back and play.
Fresh off my junior Olympic boxing.
I could hoop. Well, that's around when I was 25, I was hooping really good back then. And the coach goes like, "Hey, like, whatever happened? Like, did you play in school? Like, what?"
He's going to play coy with you a little bit.
And I go, "No, you cut me," and I never tried out again. And he goes, "Oh, damn." And so that was just kind of funny. But the reason I say that is because
can I buy you a burger?
Because I got cut from that 7th grade team. I created, along with a couple other buddies, we created rec leagues for basketball alongside of our school team until we were, I think we were sophomores or juniors in high school.
Oh, wow.
We created the league. We did the draft. We hired refs. We collect league fees. And we just created these leagues that were so fun. And it's like, yeah, there were some guys who were just athletic or baseball players or wrestlers, and we were get out in there just running around and playing ball. But I always feel like I played really well. Like I probably averaged 20 points in those games. And so what I will say is that with these travel leagues becoming so dominant and so money driven, and everything is like make money, get these kids prep for college. That
doesn't even happen.
But that's the point of the money driver. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just spit on you. That's the point of the money driver.
I'll drink it anyway.
Where they promise these kids things, and it's all about revenue and driving revenue. And
there's scouts in the stands. You never know.
It's just there are so many valuable lessons that organized sports teach kids that are growing up. Mm-hmm. And when we don't have those leagues, the kids, those kids, we know they're not going to go on to play college sports, but you still get those lessons. And those. Sometimes they're not the most athletic. They're not the most coordinated kids in these leagues. But there's so many subliminal life lessons that rec league sports or just sports in general can teach kids. And when we don't, maybe not necessarily eliminating those leagues, but just not embracing them the way it was back in the 90s, I feel like it's a huge misfortune for those kids to miss out on those opportunities.
Absolutely.
So that was my I look at it now. My kids playing these sports, they're getting up there. There's kids that shouldn't be.
I know that.
There's no future for them in sports, but the kids don't know that at the time.
And you know what? It's what it is, and I get why rec leagues are there and stuff, but like, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I get
it. So that's my last call. That's why I coach. That's why I volunteer. It's at these church leagues and. Because those kids always remember. Like my dad coached all those teams, those rec league teams. And all of those guys that played on those teams know my dad is Mr. Evans. And, hey, your dad was such a good coach. And, it really has an impact on those kids' lives. And that'll be something I try to keep moving forward and keep doing.
Good shit, dude.
So,
love it.
Yep, absolutely, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That it?
This is it, dude. Hey, this is a good one. I love it.
Short and sweet.
Shout out Four Peaks. Hey, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting. I love the Malik Willis things, guys. Some of you are harsh. That's fine. Okay, but the Taco Bell thing still to this day is going. A bunch of other new stuff.
What else good? Like from our last show? Anyone do good? Like any good?
No, the Dickie V one is doing good right now, but like I got the hashtags taken away because I guess you can't put hashtag Dickie V together or hashtag Dick Vital. You just can't do that or whatever.
What was the last one we posted? The last one we posted.
We just posted one today.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I don't even remember what it was.
I can't remember either.
Anyway, keep following it. We did get some subscribers. We got some new followers. Like it, subscribe it, comment. Give us ideas. We're all about it. Hey, if you follow us and you got some good shit, like we'll follow you guys back. Hey, don't forget to follow. It's Danny Betts at Instagram. He has everything. He may not always win, but he's right there. Okay, his heart is in the right place.
I forgot to talk.
Also, he does. I will say this though. I would totally give you credit. Is the way you explained last week and how like you hedge your bets and you're on the plus side of it no matter what. Follow Danny for that because that is a great thing that he does. But you got to be live betting. That's just it's Danny Betts at Instagram. Follow the live betting and turn your notifications. I'm mainly talking to myself because I know you send me stuff like, "Hey man," I'm like, "Oh fuck, I don't know."
Yeah, I'll see. I want to like plus 900. 3-leg parlay 2 days ago. Almost freaking won
one last night. Showed me before you posted it.
There you go.
Hey, shout out to all you subscribers, all you likers, all your commenters, everybody. Follow us on every single platform. Hey, we're on audio only. I know we have video, but hey, we're on audio only. If you just want to be driving in the car, following us, whatever. Danny, that's your camera. Tell everybody goodbye.
Thanks for joining.
We're out, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.